on that note, you're welcome to Africa Tech on Network Africa. Now, blogs have become an integral part of online culture. Practically everyone reads blogs now, whether they're official news blogs associated with traditional news media, topic-based blogs related to one's work or hobbies, or blogs purely for entertainment. Just about anyone you ask has at least one favorite blog. And it's only in the past 5 to 10 years that they've really taken off and become an important part of the online landscape and the business world. Now, for more on blogging and business, I'm joined by the CEO of MobiAppNigeria.com, Onome Ojigbo, and Marketing and Interactive Media Manager at Infographics Nigeria, Confidence Tao. They're joining me right now in studio. Thank you very much for your time, Confidence and Onome.
Thank you very much for having us.
So since it's ladies first, how did you get into the business of blogging?
Okay, I'm a contributor and I'm very passionate about technology first. So I blog about technology, but with a twist of entertainment. So basically it's me doing what I love to do and writing about what I love and my career path and passion. And that's blogging for me.
What about you, Onome?
Well, for me, it started from the need to actually have businesses connect with each other. And it's interesting to know that in Africa, a lot of women take blogging as a hobby.
Yes.
And most of the time after giving birth to their first child, they sit down at home and they realize, let me start something. And by the time they take blogging as a hobby, I realize there's a need to connect that commercially. How can we turn your blogging from just being a fun thing to do to something commercial? And seeing the possibilities there, I realized it's an area I need to invest into. And I've been in for a while, and I'm enjoying it.
Is it everyone that can blog?
Yes, I would say yes. Everyone can actually blog. The avenue available for you to actually grow a business as a result of blogging is wild. Because every business has to grow with information. And if you run a blog, you have information. You've done research. You know what is necessary to actually pass what is key for people to know. And if you can pass it across to people on a regular basis, which is consistency with a blogger actually needs, then you have a market out there. There are companies who are ready to sponsor or run an advert on your blog. So just remain consistent, do what is necessary, pass information as necessary, and you will see how that will blossom.
Now, speaking of companies, Confidence, tell us more about corporate blogging.
Okay, I like to call corporate blogging content marketing because, you know, as consumers, we've become so adept to consuming online information that if you have banners on your website, for example, people could learn to not click on them, for example. If you were to watch TV and then it's commercial, you can switch between channels. So we have attention deficit issues now. But if you provide content that is relevant, meets the need of your consumers while passing across and driving loyalty in your customers, it's a different game entirely. So it's past traditional marketing, and that's what blogging for companies or corporates would be. So, for example, I'm going to use my hair. I know you didn't compliment me on it. You're jealous. It's beautiful. All right. So my hair, for example, if I used an extension called, say, Experience, for example, yeah, and you know, the company has a website, it has a blog, for example. You could have videos on how to style my hair. And in the middle of watching my videos on how to style my hair, I find out about your brand. So if I'm looking for videos on how to style my braids to look really lovely, I happened on your videos, I happened on the content. So that's, I think, what brands should do. Brands should have content marketing strategies that are driven towards putting blog posts out there, but not directly selling the content or selling their product, but making something that adds value to me and then still bring back value to you because you drive interest in your own product, but not necessarily putting in my face, oh, I'm here, you must buy from me. But if you give me value, I certainly will buy your product.
Now let's go from the company angle to a personal level.
Okay.
We have people who do this, the blogging is all they do. Mm-hmm. What does that take?
Okay, I will take it from this angle. A number of people have emotional challenges, and when they are able to solve that emotional challenge, they tend to have a desire to share. And you could realize your story could actually get to thousands of people who experience a similar thing, either from the perspective of it is fresh to them, or they just want to see the solution that you actually wrote on to successfully come out of that particular situation. So blogging could be that person now. You could just be a narrative of your life in secondary school, of your life in university, of your life being maybe fired from work, and how you manage the transition of being fired to become an entrepreneur. And people will literally look at it and say, there is actually hope. I can actually make success out of life just by reading your blog. So you could lead a new army of people who see your personal life as a light that guides them.
Wow. Now, my thing is, what about the people who are busy? But for instance, I'm busy, but I'd like to blog with everything you said. How can I get started?
Okay, for start, I like to think of blogging, and I don't like to start thinking of blogging as a way to make money. I think you should, if you look at money as the main reason to blog, you would get weary in the first couple of years of waiting, because you don't make money immediately. Sure. You have to be consistent and not look for rewards that are monetary over time. Gain a followership, become an authority at something, because when you're good at something, you're knowledgeable in something, you become an authority. You build a readership from that authority you build over time, maybe a year or two, and then you can commercialize. So you can then begin to make money off blogging. But for start, what you need to do is have an idea you're very passionate about, okay, and you're knowledgeable about, because it's one thing to be passionate about a topic and to be knowledgeable about it. So you have to be knowledgeable and passionate about it. You have free platforms. You have WordPress, you have Blogspot. You can start without any huge IT skill, start a blog. That's something you can do. Or you could buy a domain, so like a website, and then with little things here and there, you can get started. I'm not going to dwell on that right now. And then you can buy themes and customize it. And then you start posting articles and writing posts about whatever is your interest consistently over time. You would then build interest, and you have to learn to distribute. I say content is king, but distribution is queen. You understand? Yes. So you have to make sure distribution is right. You have friends on social media. Tell them about what you're doing. You have your BBM, friends. You have your WhatsApp. You have your Facebook, Instagram. Mention them. Let people know what you're doing. Distribute the content, and when it's value adding, people are going to gravitate towards your content. It's a natural thing. It's currency. Value given. You have audience. So over time, you would get to monetize it.
Well, I think I'm inspired. I would try to blog, and you can also check our. You talked about Twitter. You can check our Twitter page. We will be sharing the merits of blogging for your business with you on that. And we'd like to say a big thank you for our studio guest, Onome Ojigbo, the CEO of MobiAppNigeria.com, and of course, the lady with the lovely hair. She is the interactive media manager at Infographics Nigeria. She goes by the name of Confidence Tao. Thank you very much. They've been talking to us, and so have you. Yesterday, we asked you about what you thought about unity government being formed in Burundi, if you thought that was a solution for the country. And our tweet of the day comes from Kenneth Egbo. He says, forming a unity government will not solve the problem. Let the selfish president step aside. The country needs peace and not war. Those are words from Kenneth Egbo, and we're very, very thankful for your feedback. On that note, here is our question of the day, and it's based on our Africa Tech subject, and we're asking, how can blogs be used to promote business? Feel free to reach out to us either by email or Twitter. The address and handle are right there on your screen. As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for watching Network Africa right here on Channels Television. I'm Cynthia Are.